Got a real short par 4 to start. We're out here. This is going to be like 9 holes of just kind of a practice, just kind of get a baseline for what we're working with and trying to improve. It's a short par 4. It's actually drivable, but it gets real tight up by the green. So I'm actually just going to hit a 5-iron and wedge it. A little bit left, but it was safe. All right, we're up the left side. We've kind of done a good job opening up this pin. We got about 90 yards, and we're gonna be hitting a kind of punchy sand wedge in there because we're into wind. Like a pretty good straight shot. We hit it up here, pin high. We hit it just beyond the pin and spun it back a little bit, but it came a little left when it came back. So right at 10-footer for birdie. But broke a lot more right than I wanted it to. All right, it's hole number 2, par 4. Basically, we should be able to carry both sets of bunkers, but we're trying to go right up the right-hand side, left of the right bunker with a draw. Like we drew it up, just a little bit low. We are right in the middle of the fairway, about 120 yards out, a little bit downwind. We're gonna hit an easy gap wedge. As you can see, we came up, only went about a yard long, but because we were just a little right of it and the pin's all the way on the back, we're just barely off the green in the fringe. Still got a pretty good putt at birdie. Pretty straight. Let's see how we do. Left it a little short, but another easy par. All right, we got hole number 3. It's a little dog leg left. I have trouble hitting anything but draws, and so I can't hit a driver here because I can't hit a fade, and I don't feel comfortable with it. So I'm gonna hit hybrid, and we're gonna aim up the right-hand side and hopefully not overdraw it. Surprisingly, the ball didn't really draw there. So, dead straight, we might be underneath the trees, but we should have an opening. So, we are about 165 yards out from the pin. We got to thread the needle between these two trees, kind of hit a low punch. 160 yards. We're going to hit a punchy 6-iron. Get it underneath the trees. We're going to try to start it at the flag, and usually, since punch shots especially go left, just try to finish somewhere between the flag and the left edge of the green. If we're a little short, that's okay. Should be pretty good. Somewhere up near the green or on it on the left-hand side. We left ourselves basically right where we wanted to. We're just a little bit short left of the green. Simple pitch coming right up the hill. Greens are pretty slow and we're uphill, so I'm just gonna bump with a sand wedge, try to just carry it on and run it the rest of the way to the hole. Good little pitch. Should be a tap in. So for me, this is the toughest shot on the golf course. It's a par 5, but it's dogleg right. And if I hit a driver and hit it dead straight, even if I just barely trim that tree, it works. But if I hit even the slightest draw, I can hit it in the woods over there. So I'm just gonna hit a 3-wood, and the goal is to kind of leave it up there at right through the gap there. Just pushed it a little. I heard it nip a little bit of tree. We'll see where it is. So like I said, long par 5. We got about 275 to the pin and we're into the wind. So I'm actually just gonna play smart. I'm actually just gonna hit it down there to where we've got about a 100-yard third shot. Yep, because there's water up there all the way to the left. Good swing right down the middle. Hopefully we leave ourselves a wedge. We have about 123, a little bit of wind in our face. I don't want to be short. I'm actually gonna hit a little punchy 9-iron, which is actually like a 140 club. We're gonna try to hit like a 130-ish shot into the wind. Like that shot a lot. We're right at pin high right. Just past hole high. Gonna break a little right to left. See how we do. So we got a par 3 here, water short and left. We're about 195 yards to a back pin. We're gonna hit a 5-iron. A little draw there, riding the wind. I think we're maybe just off the right. It tried to draw and work its way back in there, but I think we might be just a little short and right. Yeah, we're up here just slightly long a hole high and just barely off the green to the right. It was quite a good shot, actually. I'm happy with it. See how we do. Like all pars. All right, we got us a par 5 here, kind of a slight dog leg left, and we're just gonna kind of aim to start the ball at the center bunkers there, and hopefully it draws just a little bit. We have a chance to get there in 2. That was a really bad fade. See where we find it. Hopefully we find it. All right, we're on the par 5. Fortunately, when you hit it right, it also comes up short, so we're not as far in the woods as we thought. Basically, you see these 2 trees in front of me. We're gonna punch underneath them and hit a draw and put ourselves out in the fairway, and hopefully, because it's a short par 5, we'll only have a wedge left. I think we did it. That was a really good out. All right, we are 100 yards out, right in the middle of the fairway. We did about as good as we possibly could have done out of those trees. Left ourselves a good shot. Got wind behind us. Probably gonna hit a little punchy sand wedge and try to stick it up there. Give ourselves a shot at birdie. Stuck it. Looks like it's inside of 5 feet. Hopefully we can clean up this little short one for bird. All right, hole 7, kind of a longer 400-yard par 4. Try to take it up the right with a little draw. Took it up the left instead with a little draw, but it should be fine, just in the rough. All right, we've got about 165-yard shot out of the rough, straight into the wind. So we're gonna hit kind of a smooth 6. Hooked that one pretty badly. That one is in some bad shape. It's gonna be a real hard up and down. Big mistake. All right, we made our life pretty difficult. We're short-sided, long left, and we kind of have to hit a nice little pitch up here. Hopefully get it to stop quick or land it just in the fringe short. See how we do. Really great distance, just a touch right. Just a misread. All right, we've got a long par 3 here. It's about 200 yards to the pin. Seems a little bit downwind and it's a back pin. So you're gonna hit 5-iron. Did not hit that very well. Short of the left bunker. All right, kind of a nasty lie. Half up and half down in some thick Bermuda. Decent, okay amount of green to work with. We're gonna try to just hit a little normal lob wedge, X wedge, kind of right, and just land it on the green to halfway to the hole, let it release to the hole. Go. Just a little bit soft and short. Got to putt at it. Stroke is pretty bad. Got to work on the putting. Last hole, long par 4, water up the right-hand side. We got 95-yard shot, 90-yard shot, straight downwind. We hit a little punchy sand wedge. Just a touch long left, but overall it was a good shot. So just to finish out this video, I wanted to run down like 4 things that I was hoping this video was going to tell us that we needed to work on. But the truth is, in this video, I actually played pretty well. Like, even par for 9 holes is a slightly better than average round of golf for me these days. So I've been playing a lot of golf. I played a lot of links golf in Scotland and Ireland like earlier in the summer. I've been playing just some golf at my parents' home club a little bit in North Carolina. And then now that we're kind of settled, I've started playing golf at Fort Eustice, the Pines Golf Club, where I become a member. And so there are 4 things that I feel like I really need to work on in my game right now. And some of them showed in this baseline 9 and some of them didn't. The first one is I've got to do a better job of keeping the ball in play with my driver. Like, I've been hitting it long, but I have not been hitting it straight. And there are a lot of trees that line the golf courses around here where I'm living now in Virginia. And you just cannot be crooked and play good golf and break par if that's the goal. So one of the big things I need to work on is not hitting hooks with the driver. So I'm going to spend a lot of time trying to make sure that I can fade my driver. The same is kind of true for my irons. Like, everything's been going left. So there are 2 things for that. One is I just need to work on hitting cuts. But the other thing, if you've noticed, I do some early extension in my golf swing. That's the thing where instead of your hips working behind you on the downswing as you kind of drive your butt through, I have a tendency to kind of let my hips come forward in my downswing, which makes the club come from way inside. And so you're going to see me doing a lot of stuff to work on that early extension. And I'll show you just kind of how I'm hitting things with that. As far as short game goes, my chipping has been pretty okay. I don't feel bad about my chipping and my shots around the greens, but my distance wedges have really been exposed. When I was like a really good handicap in college with a +2, I spent a lot of time practicing distance wedges, and I just could hit my wedges, 35, 40, 60, 80, anything. I was just deadly inside of 120 yards, and I've got to get back to that if I'm going to shoot some really low scores. I've been especially leaving my wedges from like 50, 60 yards short, and that's a problem. So that's got to be fixed as well. And the final thing, and probably the most important thing, is putting. I have been missing so many putts. And actually what's funny is I have some things to work on with my stroke. I'm going to do some things. I'm going to cut down my putter shorter like it used to be. And I'm going to work on my posture and how my arms hang. And I think working on those things will get my line back correct. And I'm pretty good at rolling the ball with the line on the ball, rolling it end over end. So that's not really a problem for me. But my green reading has been absolutely atrocious. So I'm going to go back through and work on some aim point. And I've actually got an app that I'm going to try out here soon that I'll show you that I'm hoping will really help me with my putting. So there will be some videos coming up over the next few weeks where you're going to see what I'm doing to work on my short game, work on my putting, work on my swing. And so hopefully you can take some of that and apply it to your game. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you are getting some rest and some relaxation and some golf in your life as well. Have a great day.